Savage. Wild, not cultivated. Barbaric, not civilized. Fierce and ferocious. S-A-V-A-G-E. Savage.
Yeah. Yeah, yo. When I mind storm, a rhyme forms from out of dark clouds, then I jot down deep mysteries about space and the Aborigines. Compose symphonies, thoughts of Moses to Epiphanies. Caesars, the desert eagles, the weapon for the people. My raps is beauty, so I'ma always be before the E and the A and the U. Jesus, with a bottle of Grey Goose, took off my grave suit. Now I'm reborn, re-strong and reform. You devils be gone. This style belongs to the stained glass medallion. Flames dance around them. Some say he's the same as the Malcolm. Came of dance in volumes. Now witness behind the stained glass album.
There's no quiz in the fact that Holocaust has risen. I stiffen, the best rapper isn't. Wu-Tang commission business, women audition. Aerospace is chicken, dope hidden rappers give in. Listen, there's no quiz in the fact that Holocaust has risen. I stiffen, the best rapper isn't. Wu-Tang commission business, women audition. Aerospace is chicken, dope hidden rappers give in. Listen, Godzilla's the king of all monsters. Great, you're bonkers, secret space launchers. Boxers and daughters at my concert. I conquer doctors, gangsters haunter. Dollars and honors, horror hunters ponder. Prehistoric lobsters and rap rosters. Robbers, flying saucers, stronger sponsors, kill imposters. I explode dishwashers. Rhymes like armed Navy helicopters over foreign waters. Peace to Cookie Monster. I comatose watchers who don't moniker. Mr. Commodore 64, the monitor auditor. Blockbuster, too popular for gossipers. Gobbler of astrologers, omnivore orbiter, gravity softener, explosion vomiter. An astronomer who used a barometer, binocular to kill a biographer. There's no quiz in the fact that Holocaust has risen. I stiffen, the best rapper isn't. Wu-Tang commission business, women audition. Aerospace is chicken, dope hidden rappers give in. Listen, there's no quiz in the fact that Holocaust has risen. I stiffen, the best rapper isn't. Wu-Tang commission business, women audition. Aerospace is chicken, dope hidden rappers give in. Listen. Destruction cinematographer, vinyl polymer. I kill rappers with a magnetometer and mass spectrometer. The interlocular goniometer photographer. I electronically chemically castrate MCs at kilometers. Consular, foreigner, polar, forester, globular. Mud wasp, sonar, heart donor. I colder solar explosion your molar. Because of Arnold Schoenberg, your soul hurts. Kids rap along as strollers. The comptroller controller that drops on soldiers as steamroller. You have an odor. Industry dozer with a cola. I've captured the Joker's broker. Photovoltaic, the wind blower. Archaic, the owner. Mosaic and truth beholder. Ribonucleic motor. I kilowatt shoulders. Come closer. I smolder the president's folder with a flamethrower.
Killah be killed, Amityville, my sanity spill. Humanity's ill. Solve vanity, can it be mechanically skilled? And mathematically, tragedy, randomly drill. Into the planet be still. Two-handed me pills. I need plasma, I took a sample to Plaza, where poets and prophets preach. Why those people pointing at priests? I needed anointing, told the herbalist increase the ointment. Ozone layer prayers, somewhere over the rainbow. I'm with the natives, open this mango. I watch devils transform into angels. I watch pyramids transform into volcanoes. My black Kango morphed into a gold halo. Girls love to read my natal chart. Our relationships end before they start. We make amends, then grow apart. A thief in the night, I stole a heart.
Well, it was only a matter of time before the Vultures showed up. Synonyms: leech, profiteer, scavenger, rummager, scrounge, vampire, shark, and bloodsucker.
Up in this piece, yo, Lord of all worlds, the almighty Viking with white wings, lightning as his appearance, as his tears rinse away the blood from off the sword. He's tired of war, why should they die anymore? Above him the complaining vultures soar. They see the open sores of a dying dinosaur, while the wild dogs gnaw at his spinal cord. They scatter soon as they hear the tribal call. Two rivals, Yah Ming Hill Keepers versus the Good Shepherd Brotherhood, masters of the Tiger Claw. The Levites quickly take the hill, throwing holy water, reciting the Bible law. The warrior takes off his blood-soaked cloak, softly spoke the quiet killer's oath, glanced at his family coat, which lit up from the reflection of a lightning bolt. Killer's in his blood, it swims in his vein. To defend his name, he'll do anything and give him the pain. The color of blood blended with rain is in his brain. He kicks up a spear in his hands, throws it like an explosive, courtesy of the old prince. It goes through his shield, through the skull, through the back of the head. They all dead. Old graveyards.
I acquire what is called mechanical energy in the universe and quickly sit down upon my throne homes before the power leaves the whole universe in one blast blown. Drunk as two men, they're submitted for your approval, some gothic ruins. I'm deadly like feeding ducks at the park pond. When the mythological monster, the Hydra, splashed and arose and started to eat cruel men. They house shoot out. Off in the streets, they wonder about my musical instilling. A gripping tale, the police searching for the mastermind behind some brutal killing. Guess right, get $50. Guess wrong, lose 20. You're left like a man gunned down during a grocery store hold up by two juveniles at my time in two hoodies. I'm medieval, a winged red dragon who in the countryside ate a lot of people evil. Then one dark evening it took flight over a burning shoulder. Several villages there in the air attacking you from east of the chapel and a great hassle. Flying all about the tabernacles, immense flame, Indian jewelry, and after that though, put out of commission the castle.
You know, right. What's up with the horsemen, man? I mean, the horsemen is like really Killah Priest, Cannabis, Razzcast, and is it Corrupt?
Yeah, Corrupt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, I mean, what happened with that project? I mean, y'all was talking about that last year, last millennium.
Yeah, we just talk about it. It just blew up out of nowhere. Everybody know about it. But, you know, we got joints done. To be honest with you, we got
lying, Priest.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not lying, man. We got joints done. We got a joint on Cannabis album. We got a joint on Raz album. You know, and we just got joints that we did that I don't know. We ain't find a home yet for it, but you know, we just gonna release it here and there.
Okay.
Once we get some constructive control over it.
Yeah.
You know?
What does that mean? Y'all having problems?
Nah, we just gotta put it in order. You know, everything is in order. It's just in the air right now.
Okay.
You know, we just going to the studios doing tracks. Just doing laying tracks and verses.
Okay, that's very diplomatic. All right, I'm gonna go to the phone lines right now.
Horsemen in the building, Corrupt Young Gotti, Deep DG, and American Poets in the building, 2099. Hello. Razzcast, Killah Priest, Cannabis. Pure poetry.
I'll be the first one to spit since I started it off. I drank a 6-pack of Bud Light and farted it off. The world is my fruit, I squeeze it for juice. And as soon as the beat loop, I lock, load, and shoot. Enemies of your enemy are your friends, but you will pay a stiff penalty for being friends with your enemy again. Ultimo geniture, as hip-hop's only known senator. Spit a better verse, publishing editors, etc. Debt creditor, etc. Kneel before the emperor, but kill him if he ever front. You're on the universe and back, you'll collapse when I'm done with that. that years after I'm done with rap. Subjugated to the mind and the energy that creates it. A space, body, and time is naked. Do not mess up when you verse your rhyme, or you will be circumcised. Your foreskin will look worse than mine. Mess up when you verse your rhymes, and you will be circumcised and given a slice of dingleberry pie. Mess up when you verse your rhymes, and you will be circumcised. Your mind will be buried alive.
The king said, off with his head, off with his head, off with his head. You fucking jesters is better off dead. Chopped in and bled, leave your turtleneck red. The king said, off with his head, off with his head, off with his head. You fucking jesters is better off dead. Chopped in and bled, leave your turtleneck red.
Certainly, I destroy you perfectly. The woods are murky as you circle my beast verbally. Personally, I'll murder you after surgery. I'll bury your tomb inside the moon and send your chemistry to Mercury. I'm a god, now worship me, or I'll kill you with urgency. Send the soul through emergency. Cursed be your name. More murder start to surface as I'm lurking by the curtain beads. The witch doctor, stigmata, hip hopper, spit lava while your chick swallow. Shout out the big dollar in Colombia, and Buddha might move to Cuba. Take your arms off with my shooters. Anu, the ruler of Suma. Super chicks blow me like a hookah. My pen transform into bazookas. My arm transform into a Ruger. Honey is thick like Manuka. Watch me Willie on the track like a scooter.
Preliminary warning, bow down in front of this OG when I perform and word up. The armor's Mandalorian. We can get it in any MC I'm injuring. Claim you rapping longer than me, then you're just pretending friend. Basic faction tapes of whack, all this shit is basic trash. Anybody shooting on me's probably wasting tracks. You're compensating for a lack of talent. Contemplating your inactive violence. Check it, it's like a euphoric feeling. I'm more appealing. I broke the mold, fuckhead, and burst right through the ceiling. Every move was made for a distinct purpose. We disperse this barrage of rats. Man's applauding the clap combat, daring you bozers to bomb back. Go to work, bring your lunch in your hard hat. It's like an earthquake when I send my dudes to shake them down. You better not make a sound when they make them round.
The king said, off with his head, off with his head, off with his head. You fucking jesters is better off dead. Chopped in and bled, leave your turtleneck red. The king said, off with his head, off with his head, off with his head. You fucking jesters is better off dead. Chopped in and bled, leave your turtleneck red.
Perverted wordsmith, my words heard herbs quick. Divine rhyme surgeon, peep out of verse clips. Rhyme mechanical, steel claws and mandibles. I'm broke as fuck, writing bars on TV manuals. The untangible, I'm walking on the razor's edge. My people haters, never fade them, never go to bed. Roll with the living dead, this is the wicked west. I turn someone you know to someone who's stressed. I am a fucking mess and dire need of medication. I bite my nails and write my rhymes while I'm steady pacing. Bootface, I fly crooked like a spaceship. I rearrange your facial matrix like a face.
I turn rap artists to targets, dressed in soldier garments, leave them hog-tied upside down at a meat market, and keep them held captive where they can't depart. The slumber ones punctured by my poisonous darts. A lot of MCs are imbeciles, their impact is minimal. I choke them out with my supervillain tentacles, like Dr. Octavius. But where's the superhero stat saving us from these record labels that's enslaving us? The stage I'm highly praised, not many dollars made, though I'm not financially paid. The question still raised, will you sell your soul away for the fame and the fortune? To me that's like having an abortion. Control of my music is important. 2099 in the Horseman, here's a fair warning. Once you listen to this recording, the clouds in the sky starts forming, the whole entire world starts storming.
The king said, off with his head, off with his head, off with his head. You fucking jesters is better off dead. Chopped in and bled, leave your turtleneck red. The king said, off with his head, off with his head, off with his head. You fucking jesters is better off dead. Chopped in and bled, leave your turtleneck red.
Battle my man the pro.
Tape it, see,
you get your fucking skull shattered. Gotta deal with more pressing matters than amateur rappers. I'm on the verge of almost having to blast all you bastards. The minute you settle for less, you get less than what you settle for. Don't mistake similes for metaphor. Yo, I grew in a hat Besides, the fame went to my head. The greediest, rhyme ripper, rigorous training methods, reigning victorious. I am a beast, I ain't the street. You keep trying to beat, but your rhyming is weak. Check it. If you feel disrespected, make a diss record. Get disconnected, you got detected. Disembowel your intestines. Man up, yo, and quit acting like a bitch. Back cracking your bitch, ransacking your shit, bust it. Fix your face, reconstruct the surgery. Reluctantly, you heard of me. Fucking crazy, don't hit me up for a verse if you ain't trying to pay me. Record labels trying to play me. I ain't no Johnny come lately, I'll make you regret the day that you met me. Come and face me directly. This man on Mickey, man on manhandle. Mad handles, your man rambles, the crazy mad vandals. Off the top, toupee, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, MC's too fake, touche. Yeah, murder that shit, priest.
Hell when stab, black drapes blow open, cold wind, sin of death in the draft. Step into glass, bioweapons, listen to Led Zeppelin, warlock weapons, Armageddon, beheading, helmet shredding, goosebumps, full metal break loose with the pump. Barbed wire noose for you chumps, nuke you punks. No heaven, no sky, nosedive underground, thunder pounds, earlobes explode, dance techno, electro, metro, blow, mixed with lyrics. What I want, just take it. Double-headed axes, blood water, giving you all the slaughter. Turn you out of ashes, gigantic gatlings. Whenever I feel harm, I open up my forearms, take rifles out. The title bout, burn the side of your mouth. Pagan idol on top of my house. Goliath, cause riots, giants. We toast jugs so hard, our knuckles is covered with blood. Bodies covered with slugs, they covered with mud, then covered by doves. Killer priest, brotherly love.
Yeah, get these motherfuckers, Nova. The president of Doom, kid, newly elected. Disconnected, resurrected, not fully receptive to whack interjections from these pitiful peasants. Take them back to pros labs, spitting critical lessons. It's deadly at the top with the gallows at your feet. So I hoist my flag high while they pacify the streets. Activated by heat, I eat flames all week. Made from flesh and steel while you're rusty and weak. Disassembly's required if you're fucking with me. Identified and justified, they wind up dead. Vaporized and blown away like sawdust in the wind. We built strong for mad long, that's the only way to win. He wanted so I took it, I ain't really needed in the end. Set off sensors when I walk through security. Ask your favorite rapper, 3 or 5 probably heard of me. My track list attack hits with unheard artillery. For real you're not feeling me? Then don't try touching me. Touching me, touching me, touching me, touching me.
Some shekels be Aishes, just I burn up the last break.
Killah Arm, Holocaust, Doomsday 2, terrorist shit. Ain't fucking with us.
This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive. This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive.
Here I go with a percentage of that vintage, descended from my lineage. The words form an image, specific for the privilege. For some might not get it, they're really unintended. So spin it how I spit it, and it yet not been a minute. If I said it, then I meant it. Lyrics off the dome piece, it only took a minute. Stay flowing like a light breeze, build it slightly while I spit it. If you ain't never like me, you gon' hate me when I'm finished. You ain't nothing but a herb, and you are with this minutes. Decrease you by a third equals out to about a blemish. This here is personal, you gon' get the business. Might need an arsenal, you damn sure need a dentist. Thinking that I'm playing, you know this ain't for fun. I'ma test your man here, but violent you gon' run. I wonder if them hands good, let's go and get it done. Here I come.
This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive. This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive.
It's Doomsday, fuck what your goons say. Last week, copped a new whip, color platoon gray, real spray, militant darts, knock off your toupee. Rolex flex with the Jubilee bracelet. Face fucking with barrels, they been fiending to taste it. One shot, one kill, man, I don't even waste it. Henny, never chased it, exquisite, never basic. Pro needed me on the track, nigga, so I laced it. Face it, I'm your grace plus the greatest to ever do it, and it started in the Stapleton basement. Yeah. Share his shit, nigga.
This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive. This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive.
The Ed 209 was poorly designed and oversized. You're immobilized, I'm immortalized. The microrecorder's live. My rectitude is a less improved with weapons used. Perceptive views kill the X-Men with telemetric rules. You're broken hearted, your report's retarded. I'm the sort that's strongest, usually love God and follow his word. That's what your report card is. I accomplish this, killing monsters, dishonorous, no tolerance. Strong like a rhinoceros, crowds look in astonishment. My discussion is a volcano eruption, causing area destruction. When I rhyme, the planets incline to a supernova suction. Such the culprit of a drug vine. For a magnitude of time, I'm above grime. With synthesis, Sarah African bloodline. My final grid is like a giant squid with no survival ships. I'm the scientist on whose arrival gets the highest ditch. The death of Iron Man. My entire plan is a Bible land. The Colossus for your imposture, I retire grand.
This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive. This is Doomsday for MCs with hollow skills. Only talk about clothing articles and dollar bills and fake ass rides that they don't even drive. Hip hop's war and only strong MCs will survive.
What the fuck is this? And who the fuck is you? And what did y'all commission me to do? Doomsday, crew slew, blood everywhere, pyro. Your movements reveal the snake in you. My line shock the shit out of you. Pikachu, it's past your bedtime, nephew. Don't your young ass got a curfew? Friends are far and few, buried in the bush, smelling like Pepe Le Pew. Stuck that gorilla glue. I won't even use my mask for you. Weapons dirty, but a different crew. Killah, not only hands, but arms been put on you. There's no part 2, no sequel, or to be continued. Doomsday means that's the end of you. You and you.
Barefoot. Of alert church radiation disease from the caves, it would seem something that the graves have seen, but everything may not agree. I am no better than you in any association of relief. There are things the sunbeam will teach. There are green grapes you may eat. Son, others are higher than we are. Please, these angels also are more powerful than these. And there are wolves, bats, the night forest, and the night before I died there were trees. Born as a baby on earth you could be. There are things that are extinct. There is modesty, poor people, thieves, and teachers when you leave. I do believe there's a burned down church, a dorm of nuns and a priest. There are people who dream. There are tunas in the seas. Perhaps all these are quite easy to conceive. There is a man who committed a murder. Peace, there is a woman who witnessed the murder. The trees are the observers and every searcher goes beneath. Seek on the ground, there are insects on the leaves. There is the cave, the eggplant, the breeze, an explosion, and a skeleton to intrigue. I offered you your own universe, you wouldn't take it. Now I'm prudential in any matrix with barefoot patriots, G. The spirit photographer that has invented a device that will attract ghosts, the moth, the host, and crows, tales from the dark side on boats. A witch lies dying in her home from stab wounds. I approach. A man employs his mother to capture his soul. The most, the net contents of dope. Web of Spider-Man final scope, which will take the form of a moth in a jar and protect it until soap smoke. A man can help a woman almost to come back from the dead, but her mother has doubt. So the king of Greece sends a large fleet of warriors to conquer the west coast. A spider by a nutcracker, the horizon has disaster. The untucked heroes have hope. The wrecking yard post, chain reaction comes close. Deserted battleground, strong liquor, a man and his problems decompose. 1940s close, Jesus Christ posed inside the drinking water with meals bad for the antelopes. At night, a female college teacher witnesses a murder. The swamp interpreter, mobile cannon converter. There lurk a Galvatron searcher. Who is the man who told you the river church and a promise to an observer? A lockwood on the top horizon house to kill for a burglar. Portrait of a worker who died in the lake returner. Enrolled computer server to purge a sword in her heart and Gerber. The ultra magnets catastrophes to castrate a pervert. Games with the herder, selling server deserted to damage and tearing further. The panorama sun teaser, the brass monkey either. The jail stupid Solomon monkey from the rock country neither. A box snout baboon with a fever. The levels of murder beneath fear. Dare to warehouse the crunchy first to be here. Powder invisible, the horned frog, the timeless paradox, cell and a dog walk, a baroness and an ox, learning curve, the turner, nightfall, the hound and the fox. Fox. Nope, nope, nope. Barefoot, 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 barefoot.
HRSMN, horsemen in the building, corrupt young Gotti.
Hip-hop is not dead. It's just going through a little recession like Cannabis said. He plans to fix it all with no less than 10,000 bars. If he is wrong, he will write more. Hip-hop is not dead. It's just going through a little recession like Cannabis said. He plans to fix it all with no less than 10,000 bars. If he is wrong, he will write more.
Unearthed myself, nourished by health. Back from the curse of the dirt while I'm lurked in hell. Great skeleton, clung to by my melanin. Priest of Nephilim, return to hell again. Fiend for the queen with the estrogen. Look like they haven't sinned, but they practice devilshment. It's all irrelevant, crystal is my medicine. Seem like a negative, seem like a heretic. King to a derelict, open my wings like a Pegasus. Horsemen jumping out the coffin, holding crosses, dealt with omen forces. Crown is golden, stolen fortress. Above the sky looks gorgeous. Flying saucers, Orion mortgage. Science, I'm shortage. But the priests performing, the beast starts swarming. It's all in, this is the offering. When the sword's the skin, your head comes off then. Forced to the wind.
Hip-hop is not dead. It's just going through a little recession like Cannabis said. He plans to fix it all with no less than 10,000 bars. If he is wrong, he will write more. Hip-hop is not dead. It's just going through a little recession like Cannabis said. He plans to fix it all with no less than 10,000 bars. If he is wrong, he will write more.
Subservient pieces to sit clearly observing the weak and spit your raps ain't appealing. You'll be kneeling by the evening. Curb your appetite, learn to sacrifice. Attract the parasites, man, then you get the bragging rights. Peasants are so pitiful, we currently reign. Reach the pinnacle of the game, I'm clinically and lyrically insane. Begging for attention, starving for an ass, whipping out the ones to intimidate. You getting injured, mate? It's easier to say sorry than ask permission. Only two things you're good at, puckering up and ass kissing. This one's for Johnny Lindenberg, aka Johnny Blaze. Name my daughter after it, what more do I have to say? Your time has run its course. I'm better than any and every whack artist. Homes that you endorse, human corpse. Watch me heating up like a human torch. Bear trap, tripwire homes, you be tripping. It's horseman time through the course of my rhyme.
Don't believe in all that bullshit.
Hip-hop is not dead.
This is all about
it's just going through a little recession like Cannabis said. He plans to fix it all with no less than 10,000 bars. Hip-hop is not dead. It's just going through a little recession like Cannabis said. He plans to fix it all with no less than 10,000 bars. If he is wrong, he will write more.
God's wrath on Christ was propitiation, personification, hyphenation, legislation, punctuation, prohibition, appropriation, expropriation, precipitation, arbitration, pronunciation, privation, procuration, approximation, preparation, preposition, capitalization. I anticipate and depict the universe's vindication.
Held myself up through some tough times in life, trying to walk the straight and narrow, what's wrong and right. You won't see me move quick in the darkness, steady like a lion while I feed on your carcass. Call me a stand-up guy, been here for years. They said I fell off, but it's y'all that disappeared. Still bridging the gap for this younger generation. Don't fuck with my swordplay, it goes full penetration.
Some of y'all serve no purpose, I'll take you off the earth's surface. Your product is worthless like a phone without service. I'd rather purchase a ticket to the circus, cause the clowns there are being one on purpose. You robots about to get short circuit, program thinking, easily believing everything you hear but blind and not seeing. Otherwise y'all some spineless human beings. Get the scraps at the trap, catch a rat. Sucker struck out, now I'm next up to bat. Like Frank Thomas, I promise to expose those who ain't honest. Folks should pay homage to a greater exceed. Mic in my hand, I dare you try to take it from me.
Job and spit more rhymes, motherfucker.
Fuck these niggas, you understand me? Serve these whack MCs, man.
Mr. Shelby, you're not yourself. I should call a doctor.
It's all right, Francis.
I'll call Mrs. Gray.
I know what this is. It's just myself talking to myself about myself. Awesome, thank you.
Gun, pardon me, but does this flight continue to Albuquerque? It's just another square on the calendar, burning occurs the infernal suggestion universe, the darkness, Aphrodite. Witchblade, you Thanksgiving turkey, the graveyard despite me. The spirit of Thea, Tomb Raider ride for weapons. The door zombie stepped in, some 7 you regret collection. Time goes inside the mind, leaving the room, I sweat the lady. Who are you? You're some kind of religious freak. What manner of creature? You or me? I'd like to stay and shoot the breeze, broke the sound barrier. Mary Scary, Owly Owl, Harlequin Valentine, Boston Terrier. My razor uniform is the moon when it's born. Up north in corn, one-way ticket, it's country like scorn. Teams made it unicorn. I am complete, the judge of man has chosen demon miscalculation. Then I shall take you whole deep underground to discover the village.
Make the hair on your skin raise. Once my rhymes are spoken, cut the head off Medusa and throw it out in the ocean. How dare you get the notion that you deserve a title? Put your mouth on the curb is how I serve my rival. One hand on the Bible, I swear I'm never scared. If a rapper wanna take it there, I will prepare they bitches stare. Whenever I enter the room, the reason why, because I fly like a witch on a broom. I understand you might listen to whom. I'm not a fan, get the trash can, I'm listening to MF Doom. Grimy nigga, even though I'm still well groomed, one of the illest. People say it get well soon. Never had a silver spoon, fam, I eat with my hands. Got money for a feature, I will meet the demand. My rhyme content opens up your pineal gland. If you remedial, then you might not understand. The only way you can get it if I pitch it underhand. I don't have no one.
Killah Priest, War Cloud, what up? Wonderful day, 7-7. Yeah. Magician tomb, mystic moons, a young pharaoh inside the Egyptian womb. Scriptures move, his wits in tune. The ladies with the tarot envision doom. A house with 12 rooms, hell curses, ghost spells and doom. It's poisonous when you smell fumes. Haunted hero with half face. I like the devil howling at black space. Wild wizard wait on angels at my cafe. Have faith and peace be unto you as you eat your food and travel that way. The traveling man, Yahweh, gathering all the dry bone from out the valley. I pull up in the UFO, throw my keys to the devil, watch him valet. He even parked Noah's Ark. They say I have a venomous smile with a cobra's heart. I like white teeth, but the flesh is mocha dark. Why have a broken heart when I could be Mozart? we survive in this game. From hood stories and street legends that came before me, from deep lessons to depression, my sky was stormy. It was Misty, a gypsy, she would warn me surely. It all happened in apartment 4D. Categories of my battles with Audrey, that's my older sister, mother of the late Marcus. From the project on Gates to the park bench, my soul mission. Shabazz got stabbed, Tommy Rock got shot right on the ad. Felt like calling his lab. City life, streets are crawling with cabs. Hood life, place crawling with crabs. Grim Reaper laughs, the devil's pitchfork jabs at the 3-time fellas. Skeletons, hell burn up in ghosts. Brimstone smoke, a cone of coke up the noses of mayors. Trolling our years because of taxes, no money access. Hungry across the planet, America's the actress. She's a fascist, her seductive way flashes till she erupts to ashes. Cashless society, I write this in my diary. The bright angel inside of me hits the skies and form an odyssey. The prophecies we wake up, we won't stay stuck. Strange buck, today we weigh our luck. I had enough.
Vultures on the kitchen floor, cracks in the wall, a notice of eviction on the front door. I can't take it no more. Gas and light is due, and all I got is you.
I detonate your skeleton with intelligence. Your bones lay irrelevant, the benevolent. I never forget like an elephant. I escape like Deathstroke from a G.I. Joe episode. My concept of flows destroy in a row. You're detestable, you wind up a vegetable. I'm the best exposed. My report is of course enormous like a brontosaurus. Intellectual torment to rap informants at decimals. My allegiance make paraplegics out of rap heathens though. My desolate testimonials memorandum the west coast. So believe that you can't invade, I've got you all enclosed. I magnify a locomotive collision in your sentence with precision. Your henchmen all run away from broken open physics. It's diminutive to listen to the dopest lyrics. Fear it. I extortion evil spirits, crowds hold the torch and hear it. I call up Miss Marvel, we go on a date in Chicago. I'm like a satellite in space and watch where the cars go.
Bruises all over my body, my eyes are watery of tears and fear. I don't want to be here. Enough is enough. I can't take the pain, but how can I leave a man insane?
Why do you wear that mask?
So you can see who I am.
Black magic, wicked soul inflictor. Egyptian gold scrolls, cold the slicksters. His cold bold as victor. Nemesis foretold that they will fall when they blicker. Artillery fire burn holes through the tricksters. Sacrificial lambs cure the blood hemoglobin. Semen brains eradicated PD semi-smoking. Literature was utilized to snatch enemies calling. Hairfire blaze, the Lucy Evia stolen. Top secret fires like Scully. Treacherous gully. Scientific symbolism, murderous rhythm. Hypnotized masses, they were searching through the prism. Dead goats in sheepskin, who had the nerves of henchmen. Experimental slaughter in the lab, the ras gen. Test fiends, and end up in DNA erect teams. Blood testing, ego silence dreams, the best scenes. Fell from heaven in vanity, I'm on my quest for king.
Dark lords, one accord, sharp sword. I rock it to Nebula, get on board, hear me roar. Dark lords, one accord, sharp swords. I rock it to Nebula, get on board, hear me roar.
How a firefighter died battling a suspicious blaze. The dark side of genius from the sun you witness rays. We are all the trees in this forest zone. Watch it go between us in the day. I'm the illest destruction knight. With spiked armor, you'll get killed. In a helmet like Lancelot. The past wound that will not heal. There's nothing alive for 10 miles. Don't start at keeping your heart 3 sharp knives. Films and books often portray criminal gang members as colorful people who lead exciting lives. Electrocardiogram chasing is of one normal heartbeat. 22 writers imagine the future. The criminal's urge is supremely calculating sometimes. The colony of leaf-cutter ants can strip a whole tree bare in just one night. Barons of the sky, aspects of the dark side. You were given to execution, bells and ringing inside the minds. A violent act, deadly scholarship injuries. Many of the most deadly secret societies have been military groups determined to get their way by murder and mayhem, but die sometime in history is clouded by myth and legends, as with the Japanese ninja clans in the 11th and 16th centuries.
Are you lost yet?
Dark Lords, one accord, sharp sword. I rock it to Nebula, get on board, hear me roar. Dark Lords, one accord, sharp swords. Hear me roar.
Black origin, pollution in the oxygen. Police killing the children. Mama worked her whole life trying to keep us away from the drug dealers. Teenage girls, this adolescents, having adolescence. Them been in shakedowns where the COs left the ice picks, but confiscated the guard body lessons. My brothers, they gunning us down like animals with assault weapons, explosive. Unfortunately, we unorganized in this democracy. Got us struggling in poverty, looking like it's protocol with the policy. Sick of working for crumbs while the rich distributing the bodies to the prisons. MC Light Voice, you on a mission. Bottom line, I'm Solomon Childs, and this is just my opinion.
Yo, Diary of a Madman, Part 2, Black Knights, The Medieval Chamber, West Coast Killah B, Wu-Tang, step in my domain, nigga. Yo, Dr. Doom, the son of war, mighty as Thor. When blood start to flood your pores, squeeze on no more. And then I soar like a condor way over yonder. The nights we rock internationally like La Bamba. So say the drama, cause through your crew I'm bringing trauma. Winter fresh like Banaka, the rhyme gotcha. In the twist like Jimmy Hoffa, for a street mobster. Crack your shell just like a lobster. Fuck up your posture, the hostile. Reverend of rap, the street apostle. Who blast Roscoe through the tonsils of Pentecostal. So speaking true lies, that shit don't work on my franchise. Scholars that's wise, so you never can blind my third eye. See right through you. The rap guru rhyme like a B2. While y'all saying we stay afloat over water like sea do. Then breeze the weak crew, walk the streets with a lit fuse. Your ambush, shit ain't no escaping, the gods can see.
In the presence of my enemies, prince of the kings of earth, first begotten of the dead, no repentance, I bring a curse. Sing the worst song of murder, observer, new age messiah. Sip juice from a papaya, spare lyrics like jambalaya. Guzzle Naya, fresh water from mountains, replenish fluid. Cyber gas, split your back so our rivers can run through it. Moving stupid MCs, unfinished synopsis. Attack your metropolis, riding triceratopses, obnoxious. Volcanic monster, mount up and slither. I'll smack you like a bear, swatch a salmon out of a river. Shiver from the touch of frost, slip deeply into a coma. Then I crack your partner's head with a bottle of a Corona. Hold a pool stick steady while at billiard you fold. I'm intimately familiar with cold, silver and gold. Stove shows something lethal, earth's like Resident Evil. Knock your 20/20 vision is zero, -0. While these people of the mist bear children of twilight. Rhymes move faster than Flash ran a time flight. My mind spike like sea urchin. Serpents now get impaled, crossing nails. Cause the greatest revenge was my betrayal. Legendary vocalist, craft of lyric writing. Absolute brilliance, flexible walking thunder. The dirty age plunder was destined to take you under. 7 is the number, choking you into slumber. Sleep for 1,000, every poisonous reptile. Gatling gun arms, spray walls and blow your chest down. Inject sound into your spinal column, emergency. And rewire your faulty brain circuitry as a courtesy.
Terror dreams, night screams, cold sweats, old vets. Face soaking wet, choked to death, live with no regrets. OS, skeleton cowboys, the old mech. Seeing demons while I'm dreaming, sleeping angels and nightmares. With white hair, eyes stare from light years. Wait, he was just right there, a doll holding a baby. Pad walls, am I crazy? insane asylums with drains at the bottom for hollering. Graveyards, joins Christmas time. Tarot cards, zodiac signs, children of the fourth kind. Poltergeist, please come closer to the light. The ghosts in the night. Kids singing, then get poked by the knife. Twice, sacrifice a battered wife. Married a hermaphrodite, Nazarite.
The light within the darkness in the land of the heartless. Dodging shots and charges, make it happen regardless. So whom or what? If my brother fallin', I'ma pull him up, and that's for show. Niggas do the most, but they don't do enough. And God we trust in these bad lands that hate the black man. Know your enemy, it should be see-through like a CAT scan. Trust and believe you, that's from police. Ain't no accident, must be a fool. You think the same accident keep on happening. Make us the face of evil, just so they can play Batman. America's history is the diary of a madman. We didn't colonize, cause genocide, telepromote the lies, enslave the tribes, murder and pillage, claiming to civilize. You will be penalized, not paying what you owe. You already know how the story go. You will reap what you sow, and destruction is the judgment for justice and the corruption that you spread throughout the earth on the meek. End of discussion.
The year 88, April 3rd, Easter Sunday. The top story of headlines and subway gunplay. That was the night I realized it was my karma for snatching chains, robbing the trains with the llama. Keep seeing visions of that bloody puddle. Hearing that gun click, felt like a spirit running through that tunnel. He pulled the trigger at my head, I closed my eyes. Feel like I'm in the spiritual realm and we all already died. Feel like I left my body, went to the fourth dimension. Ascension, my mind needs divine intervention. Keep seeing me melting in the missile, Saracania. Straight jacket torture in the Bing of Guantanamo. They ice picked me up, my nostril left my brain swollen. Scalpel crossed the belly, brown rats nibble my colon. I'm paranoid, shooting at demons in the mirror. Soul being tortured from transgressions of that crack era.
A million swords out of that came masterful names. Rip the chalice, enter the palace, chamber the gate. Most of these styles my flow predates. Toxic antibiotic iniquity. Brace for the roadblock and door locks of antiquity. Destiny proceeds, hip-hop lower being. The untold truth for the clan when we ran through European straits with no time to wait. Yo, but wait. Shoot darts and techniques to master the art. Trips of iodine, isolated rhymes are combined. Sunstar, the seventh dagger unwinds. Tally the votes, yo, you niggas best remember the quotes. Word is barn life, that's the oath you took. Approach with mathematics, turn your back and shook. I breathe the 4 seasons, then exhale allegiance to hip-hop innovations through the war intimidations.
Trapped on the south Broncos ashore, the edge of the city.